Hi folks, I'm Terry Mathis and I am Ringside with a homemade sign. Well, not really. I'm actually at work right now, and usually when you guys see me, I'm dressed a little nicer, got some nice clothes on, but this week I decided to make it a little more intimate. The reason for that I will cover a little later, but for now, as wrestling fans, we see wrestlers as these larger-than-life, great condition athletes. One of the last things that we expect is for them to suffer from something like heart disease, let alone a wrestler who's only 26, 27 years old. Well, the model Tommy Powers not only suffered a heart attack at the age of 26, but he has returned and thrived since then. And this week, we have the chance to talk to him. Folks, I'm standing here with Tommy Powers. And Tommy, how old are you?
I'm 27.
You're 27 years old. So you're a young man. Obviously, you're in great shape.
Yeah.
Obviously, you work out.
Oh, yeah.
You take care of yourself.
By all means, yeah.
By all means.
I have to.
But, like, a year or two ago,
Yeah.
you had a heart attack.
About a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago, you had a heart attack.
Yes, I did believe it.
And so you're 26
I was 26 at the time.
26 at the time, a 26-year-old, and you had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So the obvious question is, what the hell happened?
Okay, it's an accumulation of things. Everybody automatically assumes, okay, it's wrestling. It's the one who tells my body. It's everything under the sun. And I'm like, no. Has nothing to do with wrestling. When I'm in the gym, when I'm in the ring, I'm fine. I am totally fine. My heart rate doesn't go any higher than it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. It was just accumulation of 18 months of unhealthy habits, being in a toxic relationship, being in a toxic what's the word? Predicaments, personal things. It just one thing led to another. I couldn't. I didn't think I could let it go. I thought I did, but I guess not, because February 25th of last year, I'm sitting on my couch and I think I'm having anxiety pains because I was on a match a few days before and it was a big match. And I'm on my couch. It's not going away. 45 minutes later, I'm going to go to the hospital and get checked out. Go to the hospital. I take the bus, mind you, to the hospital. I don't call a cab, call an ambulance, get someone to drive me. I'm fine to check it. I get there. My blood pressure was 220. They admit me immediately. They're like, you have had a heart attack anywhere from now to an hour ago. What? What are you talking about? So I'm in, they put all these tubes in me and have me hooked up like this. I'm in the ICU for about a week. And I was in rough shape. I was walking for a cane for 6 weeks. And I was walking like I was 80 years old. And just everything under the sun. Like, I had no feeling in my toes, my knees. My equilibrium was all messed up. So like, you'll never walk again. You'll never walk normally again. Okay? First question. When can I get back in the gym? You should not be thinking about going in the gym. You should not be thinking about anything. Okay, but I would be back in the gym and I'll be back in the work sooner than later. Doctors are like, what are you talking about? You had a heart attack. You almost died on us. Okay, but that's not going to stop me from rehabbing, getting in shape, and I'll be back in the use time. I'll be better than ever. Well, lo and behold, I come back Labor Day of last year. Never missed a beat. I was gone 10 minutes, it felt like to me. Crowd chanting, you still got it. I'm a heel now. I'm a heel, mind you, okay? And when the crowd, you telling them off, and they're yelling at you as loud as they can, you still got it. It tells you something. And even though we're heels, we're faces, it gets you a little emotional. So I remember I left my match and went back. Did you hear this stuff? Yeah. I started being in the gym every day. I started changing my diet, changing the way I live, changing the people around me. Because let's face it, when you have something like that, you can't keep that same crowd or you'll be back in the same spot. Come 4 or 5 months later, I, become better in the ring, better mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay. I get a call. Hey, what would you like about being in a show for a tag match? You, Quan, and Dynasties. That works because we're together. He's kind of iffy at first. He said, how are you going to be with your husband? I'm fine. We started working. 3 months ago, I won my first tag title. A year after having a heart attack, being told you'll never wrestle again, you'll never walk normally again, You have all these psychology problems. You'll never be able to be normal. Well, I proved doctors wrong. I proved science wrong. And I'm right here. I'm 100%. I'm healthy. No restrictions, nothing.
Excellent. Now, I have to ask, is there any fear?
Is there fear?
Like, if you're in a match, and let's just say, like, you know, it's the crowd is going, the intensity's building, and everything's happening. Has it happened, or do you think it could happen, that you might sit there and just go, like, I can't get into this. I can't. I have to calm myself down.
There's always that fear. Okay, and I've learned recently to pace myself in the ring. Be controlled. Whatever I do is always controlled. It's always, I'm not going to take risks I can't do. Sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, can I do this? Can I not do this? Will I, freeze up and like have another one? Or it's always in the back of my mind if I'm, getting chopped or whatever. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen? Is that going to shock me? So I try to keep everything pretty basic. There is that fear, but I try not to let it bother me, because what we do is, you're out there, like we said, all the time. We're out there, one take, no net. And the way it goes, the show must go on, right? Mm-hmm. So I basically have that fear, but I don't let it bother me.
Now, you mentioned about how your tag team partner, Quan Chang,
yes,
that he was one of the first to kind of say, are you able to do this? I know you and Quan are relatively close.
Yes, we're close. We're like brothers.
How has he been keeping an eye on you, and has he been trying to influence you and say?
Oh yeah, he's been great. He actually, when I was getting back 100% to say, I want to get back in the ring and I want to do this, and the whole psychology mindset just popped in my head, which I never had much before. And at that point, I was like, I need help with, change of diet, because as we all know, he knows all about that stuff. Mm-hmm. Change workouts. So he was been a big influence on my career, my comeback. A funny story, he might kick my butt for telling this, but the day I was hospitalized, he was doing a show in Cornwall, okay? He had texted me, hey, how you doing? Because we were supposed to hang out the day after. Oh, not bad, I'm in the hospital. You what? I told him I had a heart attack. He took a cab from Toronto to my hospital bed with his gear, kendo stick, and all. Okay? And stayed with me from 3 o'clock in the morning all the way until about 8 o'clock in the morning. And he was with me every day on. He's always asking me, how are you feeling? What are you cutting out? What are you doing? How do you feel today? How are you in the gym? Because we work out on a regular basis. And I tell you, he pushes me like no other. We were in the gym last week doing shoulders and neck, and I shrugged about 300 pounds. The crazy bastard did 600, but but he's pushing me. And as long as I don't have that okay, I can't do it, I'm fair game. I don't have that. When I'm in the gym, I'm calm. When I'm in the ring, I'm calm. When I'm around a great group of people, I'm fine. It's just when I'm around a bunch of negative energy, then I'm like, okay, I can't hear this because I can't be around. Because the doctor had said if I'm not away from that by the time I'm 37, I will have a heart attack or stroke and I will not live it. So I'm trying to be positive as much as I can, and as far as I know, I'm great.
It's always good to see someone return from something like a heart attack, but it's amazing when they can return to what they love and thrive at doing it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I dressed down a little this week. The reason being that I want people to understand that what I'm about to say is coming from Matthew Terry the person, not Terry Mathis the character. 4 years ago, I had the opportunity, with a lot of help from my friends, to start Wrestling with ALS. For the first 2 years, we held it right here in Welland, Ontario. Last year, Wrestling with ALS was hosted by Niagara Pro Wrestling in Fort Erie, Ontario. This year, Wrestling with ALS will be hosted by Fringe Pro Wrestling on October 20th, 2013 at the Knights of Columbus, 222 Queenston Road in Hamilton, Ontario. Now, a lot of wrestling fans might think that date sounds pretty familiar, and it should. At 1 o'clock, we will open the doors for Wrestling with ALS 4. At 2 o'clock, we will ring the bell. At 5:30, we will open the doors again for Alpha One Pro Wrestling's final act. 2 great shows on 1 great day. On a personal note, I am very honored and humbled to be associated with both companies. And like every year, I hope that we can do a lot of great things for the ALS Society. A lot of information will be coming out in the next few days and few weeks. Keep an eye on Fringe Pro Wrestling's website and their Facebook page. I'll see everybody next week.